How you doing? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm just sometimes I watch, like, I saw Soda Poppin playing this game and it reminded me, like, I wanted to play it, you know, like, I don't know, I see people play games and I, like, feel like playing them. That's kind of how, I'm kind of impulse. I kind of run things on impulse a lot of the times. I try not to. I'm trying to fix that with my budget. Real life stuff, I should not be so impulsive. But I think with gaming, that's a different story, you know? I think gaming's a different story. I'm not very good. Oh, I thought you meant, like, how good at the game you are. I need to get my eyes checked. I keep reading things that are wrong. I need to get my eyes checked. I seem to not understand what things mean when I read them. Yeah, I seem to not understand anything that I read. But I try, you know? Okay, let's... Game name. I guess I'm just gonna play against the computer for now. Unless you play Warcraft 3. If you play Warcraft 3... oh, let me get... The music's too low. Hey, how you doing? You hear me now? I don't know if you heard any of that. Well, if you want to go back to the VOD and have, like, an AI regenerate the sound, go right ahead. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna live my life. I don't have time to be messing around with all this sleuthing and all that. Some people do. You know, some people... Yeah, I seem to not be able to know how to read. People send me things and I just don't understand it, so maybe I should get my eyes checked. But you know, like, some people use all their time doing weird stuff. Like, they go around and they, like, use anonymous usernames on the internet. And obviously, you're not one of these people. But there's people out there that use, like, anonymous usernames and they're trying to fish for, like, people's information and stuff like that. It's just kind of weird, really. Where's teal? I like teal. That was my favorite in StarCraft. That's not teal. Which one's teal? Is that teal? Yeah, that's teal. Let's play against yellow. Okay, I am not good at this game at all. Never get out your personal information? You know, I don't. I don't give people my credit card or anything like that. Not unless it's, you know, a secure, you know, like, log in with Google, or, you know, and it's, like, not like a weird phishing site. You gotta be really careful about where you give personal information from. There's a lot of things that I don't consider personal, you know? I'm talking about people who are, like, they're trying to get that, but, you know, they're trying to do that. They're trying. But you gotta educate yourself, you know? I've been on the internet a long time. Okay, so I'm not very good at this game, though. It's not like
What
StarCraft,
you want?
but I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Yeah, wait. Like, menu, options. Personal. Ah! Since 1986? Dating sites? No, there's a lot of people who like make fake accounts and shit. There's people who make fake accounts that look like they're legit, and they've tricked people into like giving them private information. They're like, hey, like, I'm a Nigerian prince, and you want like, an inheritance, but first you have to give me your bank account. Like, there's people like that, and there's a lot of people who do fall prey to that kind of stuff. Since 1986? What's 1986?
Ready to work. Yes. Work. Okie dokie.
Okay. I need to build something, right? I don't remember all the hotkeys. I think I probably need a barracks, right? Oh no, I probably need... Oh yeah, barracks. B for barracks. B for barracks. And B for build.
Ready to work.
And O for burrow. Use that as like armor, I guess. Use it as like a barrier between... I remember I do stuff like that in StarCraft. What's rally? It's not R. Why is rally Y? Oh yeah, probably because R is something else. Okay, where are the inactive workers? What are they doing? I need to like just rally them.
We need more lumber.
To the wood.
Yes.
I guess. Okay, and how do I set hotkeys? Map hotkeys. How do I set map hotkeys? I forgot how. I haven't played this game in ever. I mean, I barely played it to begin with, but I haven't played this game in like years. And I got excited about it because when I see a Twitch streamer play a game, and I'm like wanting to play it. Oh, I can zoom out. That's nice. Okay, so I can make G for grunt.
Build more burrows.
I need more burrows. Okay, here, we're almost done with that. Can I bring... Okay, I don't have enough peons. But I think I can add one to help build it faster, right? Is that mechanic in this game? No, it's not a mechanic in this game. I think that's Age of Empires. See, my friend got me Age of Empires, but I just...
Ready to work.
I need... It's one of those games where it's like... Blizzard... 1996? I've been online since 1996? You mean you're trying to tell me that I'm not online as much as you want me to? Is that what you're getting at, Rogue? I'm sorry, I haven't streamed in a few days.
Work.
Okay, I got lots of stuff on my mind and lots of stuff to take care of. Oh, Shift 1?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Shift is map hotkeys. Okay.
Something need doing?
Or I can just set the, because then I can set control groups. So if, Shift 1.
What do you want?
Okay, and then maybe if I go over here, this is going to be the second expo. I mean, this is going to be the expo. So Shift 2.
Yes.
Oops.
Something need
That's
doing?
not what I thought it was. Okay.
What do you want?
Never mind. 1 is not.
Something
it's not
need
Shift.
doing?
Is it Alt 1?
What do you want? Yes. What do you want?
Shift 1. Control 1. Right. Control 1. Okay, yeah. Control 1 is control group. Control Shift 1.
Yes.
Shift 2.
Something need doing?
Alt 2.
Yes. Something need doing?
How do you do control groups? Just a second. There are hardworking. Too bad they're, you know, rallied behind a cause that's like led by some corruption, and then the humans have like this like virtuous complex. They think they're better than everybody, but then they see orcs as evil because orcs were rallied behind some like really, really ambitious people, right? I think that's the storyline to it, right? Isn't that the storyline to Warcraft? I'm not really sure. I played Warcraft 2 a lot when I was a kid. I was wondering what the sound was. It's from the game. Okay, Warcraft 3 control group. Map group. Keys. You can have up 12 units in a group. Let's ask AI. You can't see the game. I know because I opened Chrome. I don't open Chrome on display capture anymore, okay? I've learned my lesson. I have to open up a new tab before, you know, with the screen, with the display capture
Our
hidden
town
first.
is under attack!
Control 1 creates a group. Control 2, okay. Hold tilde and click train buttons and press group number. Oh, shit, I can preset. I didn't know you could do that with tilde.
Our town is under attack!
Uh-oh, I'm dying. I think I lost. Here, let's get all the peons.
What do you want? Okie dokie. Okay.
There's a lot going on in this game. Maybe I should go on easy mode against it. But let's see. Let's just figure out. Hold tilde and click press. So if I holding click while train, hold tilde.
Yes?
What?
Something you doing? What do you want? Something you doing?
That doesn't work. Hold tilde, click, okay. Oh, okay. So I would hold tilde, click train, or press G. I would do G.
Build more burrows.
I would press G.
Build more burrows. Build
Still,
more
I guess
burrows.
still holding tilde? Yeah, still holding tilde, and then I would press what group I want them to be. That is good. That's good. I didn't know you could do that. Hold shift, left click every unit you want in that group. Alt and number with multiple units. Oh, I can remove units from with alt. 12 units in every group. Control groups. Can you do map Warcraft 3 map hotkeys? Can I create map hotkeys like in Warcraft 3, like in StarCraft? Yes, you can create map hotkeys. Go on the options input, automatic grid hotkey option. What? Make a hotkey against can't make custom keys for that's for basic action. How can I quickly save map locations in Warcraft 3? Open Finder. What? What? AI is hallucinating. Those are for maps. Do they not allow it like in StarCraft? StarCraft map locations. No. Locations are F5 through F8. How about Warcraft 3? Game commands. Formation, movement, control. Send action to currently active subgroup. Cancel commands. Shift enter. All players. Control enter. Allies. Middle mouse. Why would I want to scroll the game with a mouse? I mean, wait. How do I... Is there a better way to practice? No, unranked. But no, I can do a single player. That's slow. Okay. Oops. Duskwood. Doing slow and then create. Where's teal? Teal is this color, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the color. Put it on easy. And then make that humans. Orcs. What about orcs versus orcs? Okay. Orcs are the best in this game. I remember playing orcs. I liked orcs better than humans when I played. Let's get 2 here and then 3 on the gold.
I can do that.
Actually, I think 4 is the gold number in this one, right? StarCraft, it's 3. I don't know, 4 is StarCraft. What is the ideal... Okay. Warcraft 3. Ideal number of peons of workers in gold mine. 5 workers, okay? So I got 3, 4,
yes,
5.
Okie dokie.
Set that to 1. And then rally to trees. Where's my expo gonna be? Right here, right? Okay. How many workers? Five workers. Increase number of workers to 5 per gold mine. At least 4 workers on lumber. You'll usually want 10 to 12 workers gathering wood. Try not to have more than 5 or 6 peasants working on a single mine. Yeah, so 5. game will let workers use them inefficiently, so any more is a waste of resources. Idols and undead only need 5 workers on each gold mine. Oryx and humans may need more than 5 workers when the town hall is placed too far from the gold mine. Okay, so for expos where I'm too far, like if I lose
Ready to work.
an expo, save it, and then I'm rebuilding one, then I'll want to use those workers over in the other mine, or a couple extra, until that one's finished. Okay, let's get... I have 1 on lumber. And it's P for peon. So I have 1 on lumber right now. I have 5 on
What do you
gold.
want?
I only have 1 on lumber,
Yes.
so I need to make 9 workers at least. So here's 1. And I do need a scout. So this one's actually a scout, so I need to make 10 more. This one, I think it's shit.
Ready to work.
Okay, so
Something
this-
need doing?
I'm gonna scout
Work,
here,
work.
and then
Be happy to.
there's rally points. Make sure there's no early expos, right? Or early invades.
Okie dokie.
And then I need to kind of
I
here,
can do that.
here,
Work.
here,
Work, work.
and then
Ready to work. Be
Back.
happy to.
back,
I can do that.
and then make
We're under
the
attack!
second expo. Well, now it's too late. There's Timberwolves. I can't scout. I guess it doesn't work like StarCraft. I guess it doesn't work like StarCraft. Oh no. Oh no, it's not like StarCraft at all. It's not like StarCraft at all. Warcraft 3. How to scout early game. Sending a starting worker to explore the map is a common tactic, but you should replace them quickly to avoid losing resources. Oh well, I just died from the neutral monsters. Those were neutral monsters, right? Okay. Well, we gotta get some peons. And how much gold do I have? 10k, 1k with 259 wood. I need to make a burrow.
What do you want?
So once this worker finishes, I'm gonna send this. Actually, no, I have 2 workers
Yes.
already. Okay, so this worker, I'm gonna make
Okie
build.
dokie.
What is it called? Burrow is O. I'm gonna make
Ready to work.
I'm gonna make
Something need
it
doing?
over here
I can do that.
to block off this entrance.
Work. What
I
do you
think
want?
too much like StarCraft. I need to learn this game.
Happy
This
to.
game's different than StarCraft. So if I'm gonna enjoy this game, I have to learn how to play it and not get preconceived notions based on my previous experience, because it's a very different game. It has very different dynamics, has very different mechanics, and even though a lot of it's overlapped, I need to remember that just because something works
What do
one
you
way
want?
in one game, doesn't it mean that it works that way in other games? That's getting me into a lot of trouble. Thinking that my past experience is going to help me with current experiences.
Something need doing?
Even though obviously we can draw upon past experiences. But when it comes to mechanics, I'm going to fail miserably if I press the wrong, if I have the wrong mechanics down, if I have the wrong tactics down.
Ready to work.
Okay, so now I have
Yes.
3 on wood, 4, And I'll just have this guy just continually build burrows. The whole game.
Work complete.
Okay, make this control group 2. Okay, here we go.
Be
I
happy
need to build a barracks.
Ready to work.
Right here.
Dokie.
I should probably get. I don't need lumber milk just yet. Okay, there's
Yes.
4 on wood. Okay, and I'll build my barracks around here so I can just click build.
Ready to work.
This is the center. Okay,
Something need
5.
doing? What you want?
Oh, 6.
Work. I can do that.
What is this guy doing way
Work,
over
work.
there? He needs to
Okie dokie.
be closer to the group. Maybe
Be
I should
happy to.
build
I can do that.
a lumber mill. Wait, how do I make the lumber mill? Oh, is it called war mill? Okay, it's called war mill in here.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Barracks. Rally to here. No, I should defend here. No, I should be close. So I'm probably gonna need more peons.
Something need doing?
5.
Work complete. What you
Build
want?
another barracks. Or do I want to go for another burrow? Let's get another burrow and then let's go for another burrow.
Ready to work. Yes.
Build a grunt. Train. I'm not building a bear. Build a bear workshop. It's not build a bear. It's a build a grunt. No, we're not build a grunt. Okay. 1, 2, 1, click, 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 click. Okay, 1, wait, 2, 2, 1, 1. Click G, click G, click G, click G. 2, click, group. Click, attack A, attack move, attack move, attack move. Divide, divide. Control
My
group
life
3,
for the Lord.
control group 4. 3
Work
click,
complete.
3A, 3A left click, 4A left click, 3A left click, 4A left click. Separate control groups to have maximum mobility. Okay, war mill's finished. What am I gonna upgrade first? I need to decide whether I go for ranged first or melee.
Work complete.
I would know better if I scouted, but I'm not scouting just yet. So I'm gonna go for steel melee and steel unit. Or I'm gonna use melee and armor. Or I could just, okay, so I need another war mill. But I'm gonna start with weapons.
Yes.
Build another payon. How many workers I have on wood?
What you want?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Something need doing?
Okay, grunt.
Master,
Control group 3.
what you want?
Payon needs to
can do
build
that.
another
Be happy to.
war mill.
Work. Okie dokie.
Build war mill.
Ready to work too.
Okay, it's just on the edges. Okay. Train armor. Oh, oops. Train armor on this one. Oh, it's still constructing. 2, 3.
Yes. Slow move.
Not ready to take these jungles yet. Oh, it's like Dota. I know, right? Warcraft Dota was originally a custom on Warcraft 3. And then when Dota 2 came out is because it was so popular that people made an entire game based on it. Like, they made an entire game based on a Warcraft 3 used map settings. That is the power of community. That is the power of community.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything more powerful than that.
Research complete.
As far as gaming goes. Let me just go for grunts right now. I need for control group 4. I do need to keep getting grunts out. I mean peons. Let's see. This one is almost done.
Master.
But let me
What do you want? I
build
can do
another
that.
barracks.
I can do that. Ready to work.
Okay, and
Yes, work.
build another barracks.
Happy to. Something
oh,
need
this one's
doing?
returning.
Okie dokie.
After it returns,
Okie dokie. Work
build
complete.
another barracks.
Work.
Rally here. This one rallies
My life for the Horde.
here. This is
What do you
control
want,
group 4,
Master?
3, 4,
What do you want?
attack move.
Zug.
3, attack move.
Nocta.
4,
Yes,
attack
Dabu.
move. 3,
What do you want?
attack move.
Slow
4,
move, Master.
attack move.
Zug.
3,
Yes,
attack
Dabu.
move. 4, attack move.
Nocta.
3,
What do you
attack
want?
move. 4,
Yes,
attack
slow
move.
move,
3, attack move.
Zug.
4,
Master.
attack move. 3,
Nocta. Master.
attack move. 4,
Dabu. Yes.
attack move.
Dabu.
3, attack. Click.
Nocta.
4,
What do you want?
attack, click,
Slow move.
3,
What do you
attack,
want?
click,
Zug.
4, attack,
Yes.
click, 3, attack, click,
Zug.
4, attack,
Master.
click, 3 attack, click,
Slow move.
4
What do you
attack,
want?
click, 3 attack,
Master.
click,
Nocta.
4 attack,
Yes.
click, 3 attack,
Master.
click, 4 attack,
Yes.
click, 3
What do
attack,
you
click,
want?
4 attack, click,
Dabu. Slow move. Master. Yes. Dabu. What do you want? Nocta. Yes. What do you want? Zug. Master. Slow move. What do you want? Master. Zug. Nocta. Yes. What do you want? Master. Dabu. Yes. Yes. What do you want? Zug. Master. Dabu. Master. Yes. Nocta. What do you want? Zug. Nocta. Dabu. Slow move. Nocta. Dabu. What do you want? Zug. Master.
Okay,
Slow
turn,
move.
I need to get these guys to safety.
We're under attack!
Come
Zug.
on.
Dabu.
Get out
Nocta.
of here.
Slow move. Complete. Zug. Dabu. Slow move. Nocta.
Maybe I can pick off one of these.
Time for killing.
this
What do you
one's-
want?
Hiding them?
Work complete. Dabu.
Can I kite?
Noctar. Zug. Slow move. Master. Time to die. Master. Dabu. Yes. Slow move.
I don't think kiting works in this.
What do you want? Zug. What do you want? Slow move. Yes. Master. Yes. What do you want? Master. Noctar. Master. Yes. Zug. Dabu. What do you want? What do you want? Dabu. Master. Yes. Zug.
Okay, so now I have click, grunt, click, grunt, click, grunt, click, grunt.
Build more burrows.
Any more burrows?
What do you want?
Where's my workers? Okay.
Yes,
Build
I can do that. Be happy to.
burrows here.
Work. Something need doing? I can do that.
Burrows here.
Okie dokie. Yes,
Burrows.
happy to.
Okay.
Build more burrows. What do you want? Yes, Master. Yes.
You want to ask about the thing? What's the thing you want to ask about, Rogue? What's the thing you want to ask about? I'm always here to answer about things. That's kind of what I do. That's what my community is really about. Is I interact with my chat. On the title? Oh! I kind of felt like it was a bit cringe that I was using Starforge and Mad Mushroom in the title. I believe in their mission, but I never asked permission to do that, and I didn't know if that's just... Obviously, who's gonna, nobody's gonna... How am I usually... Oh, you mean the thing? That's what it means. Like, ask about whatever you want to ask. It can be anything. That's what the thing means. Like, when I say ask about the thing, like I'm literally baiting you into asking about it, right? Get it? Savvy? So the fact that people come in and ask about it is kind of an icebreaker, right? But it also literally means like, hey, don't ask to ask. There's like a policy since like the olden days of computer IRC days where people would come into tech support for like, they would go on the internet to ask volunteers for tech support. I was one of these vampires. Okay, I'm a vampire. Okay, do you guys understand? I'm an emotional vampire. I don't intend to be. It's not something that I'm trying to do. When I was a kid, I was definitely trying to do it. But I'm also like a time vampire. I would ask to ask. And what time vampires do is they're always asking questions and never trying to find solutions. When you should try to read the manual. There's a meme in computer programming called read the fucking manual. RTFM. Read the fucking manual, because there's a huge, especially in Linux, like in Unix-based operating systems and Unix-based shell environments, and Unix-based shell environments such as Born Again Shell or Bash, which is literally what everybody calls it. It's just called Bash. In the Born Again shell, because the original one for Unix, well, there was like a C shell, and then there was a Z shell, and then there was a Born shell, Bourne, like Born Identity, and that was on Unix operating systems, which is a proprietary operating system designed only, by Bell Labs and Solaris. And Solaris later on. But it was designed by, was it Sun Systems? Yeah, Sun Systems. And then Solaris came out, and that was like a meme, because I think Solaris is like the open source version? I don't know. But what I know about Unix operating systems, UNIX, is that it was proprietary, and so like you had to own the actual hardware that ran the operating system. And so Linus Torvalds, when he was in college, probably eating top ramen, he, as a hobby project, designed his own shell that was originally, I think, based on Pascal. I'm not even sure, not Pascal, which was a teaching language. Pretty sure that's the story. You can read about it more. There's you could listen to him talk about it actually. But I think the long story short of it is he was tired of Unix being gatekept by a bunch of executives that decided that computers should be only for people who can afford operating systems were completely under the control of the people who own the hardware, and that if you use different hardware, you can't run the operating system. So what Linus Torvalds did is he created an operating system that was completely open, that was designed so that you could run it on, as long as you configured the hardware for the kernel. The kernel is a set of libraries that tell the operating system how to use the hardware. And he had to program it in C. He probably programmed a lot in assembly language for the specific because you need to use a mix between C and assembly, because you create the assembly code on a case for like that. It's like a case-by-case basis where assembly is more efficient than C. But you don't want to usually use assembly unless there's a standardized chip. And I think it was like there was like a chip revolution. There was the Motorola 68000. And when that came out, there was a whole big giant influx of computer programmers. And I think there was also an Intel chip. And then once that chip came out, you could write certain things in assembly language. I'm kind of speaking out of my ass right now. This is based on a lot of reading and listening to a whole bunch of YouTube videos. But basically, he had to create a kernel in order to make an operating system, and the kernel he maintains. I think he's probably going to pass the. I don't know if he maintains it, which means he answers a bunch of emails, and he decides, like, he set people who decide, like, the upstream or whatever of, like, which kernel releases get added to the next one. But basically, anytime anytime a manufacturer creates a new piece of hardware, like a new peripheral, like a mouse or a monitor, or hey, Mr. Doolittle, how you doing? We're just kind of talking nerdy right now. Mr. Doolittle. Hey, that's a character from an anime I think I know about. Is that from Aoyori Aoshi? Oh no, that's from Xenogears. Oh wait, no. Which anime is that from? But basically, you have to define in the kernel. Oh, Evangelion, okay. You have to define in the kernel every single time there's a new piece of hardware that's created. And the problem with that the hard part of programming the Linux kernel is that some hardware does not release their API. So like Intel, for example, works very closely with the Linux kernel because a lot of companies use Intel for their servers. And so anything that's made by Intel will automatically work with Linux. So if you want to use something that's like some third-party like piece of hardware, if the kernel doesn't have an open source driver for it, then you have to make your own. And you could even email it once you get it to work and test it. You can email it to the kernel developers and they can add it for everybody to use it. A high IQ monologue. It's not high IQ. I just retain a lot of information and I've watched a lot of videos. So that's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna add this one. Was Alt 3?
Master?
Okay, so now I have this one's Alt 3.
What you want? Doctor.
No, Control.
Master?
How do I add one to the group? So if I
Yes, Master. What you want? Yes. What you want?
Okay, Shift 3. Okay, and this one's
Master? Yes.
And this one's Shift
Master?
4.
What you
Okay.
want?
Attack
Dabu.
move. Attack move.
Swobu. Yes.
Attack move.
Zugzug.
Attack
Zugzug. Yes.
Attack move.
Master?
Attack move.
What you
Attack
want?
move.
What you
Attack
want? Doctor.
Attack move.
Swobu.
Attack
Yes.
move. Yeah, so basically, there was a concept called don't ask to ask. That's what I was originally talking about. So on IRC in like Linux communities for open source developers, people would just come into people who were new to Linux, people like me, because I was a time vampire. I would come into well, first of all, I was explaining the shell. So like there's a command called man, and then later on someone made a command called woman. because you had to type in man every single time. I think I can do. I can show you right now actually, because I have MSys. So here's a shell. This is a Windows. It's like a Windows set of Windows libraries in a Linux environment, in Linux shell. It literally is like it's like a Linux shell emulator kind of thing. I don't know exactly how it works. I probably just did not give credit at all. But basically, if you want to learn like how do I what is ls? What is it? Well, you type in man ls. Or, or you could be, command bash woman not found. See, this is why men don't think that women play games and work on computers, is because when they type in woman ls, it says woman not found. So they don't think women exist. So if you type in man, well, okay, I don't have the command at all. Let's Pacman SYY. I need to update. Bash woman. No! Oh, then maybe that's why. So it's okay to bash men. Bash means born again shell. So maybe that's why they didn't call it woman. Is because it would say bash woman, but I guess it's okay to bash men. Jeez. Okay, so Pacman SYU. What? Terminate other. I only have one. I only have one running. Okay. Oh, and Bash updated. Yeah, I have to close it because Bash updated. So, like, what you would do, oh, first of all, Pacman S man. I don't even have the manual. It stands for manual, by the way. There's also the info command, which is a GNU. See, it's GNU/Linux, and so GNU was started by a guy named Richard Stallman, and I think there was another person. I'm gonna have to delete that message, but I do know that, like, in the context, obviously you weren't saying what it looks like. Oh, Twitch already blocked it. Okay. Okay, so if you do man ls, you can always find out how to use a command. And it shows you all the different, like, commands that you can add into it. And, like, the author of it all, Richard Stallman, David Mackenzie, those are the people who created GNU, which GNU is basically it's a set of programs that without it, the Linux kernel would literally just be a kernel. It would just, like, it would run and it would know that the hardware's there, but you need a shell for the kernel, and then there's a shell for the shell. Basically, if you use a kernel shell, it's very, very, very stripped down. And hello. What's up, Gorgon Queen? So, like, GNU is basically a set of completely free. Free is different than open source. Free is, like, based on the GNU public licenses. And GNU public licenses, is this the same as Linux? Linux is a kernel and GNU is a set of libraries. And so GNU is like the programmer's version. GNU is really what makes Linux what it is. When people talk about Linux, what they're really talking about are a set of libraries, a set of programs. And obviously people make their own based on those programs, which is really just a bunch of customized programs and also stringing a whole bunch of smaller programs together. You know, so if you need to know like what each command does, you just read the manual. It's a simpler version. Now there is a command called info, and that'll give you like a more like book version of it. So it's like the ls program lists information about files of any type, including directories, options, and files. Like that actually tells you what the program is, and it's listed like a book. And now there's all the commands, but it's very specific version. So normally, if you just want a quick reference, you use manuals. You know, it just tells you a quick stripped down version of it. You know, and also not every package has an info page, but info has to be written by somebody, by a developer usually. And well, obviously it's a developer if it's in the obviously it's by a developer if it's in the tree. How do you like the name change? Yeah, you had a different name, right? I forgot what your original name was, but I guess, you know, that's what new names are for. I know you by your current name, not by your new name. I'm actually doing pretty good. Usually thinking about nerdy things like Linux and like really old games that I played when I was a kid, but never actually played in the same way that I did like StarCraft. This game is very different than StarCraft, so I have to learn it from scratch. I never played it at all. Like I got frustrated with this. I got frustrated with Warcraft 3 when I was a kid because it wasn't like StarCraft. It had too many races. It was like it had like night elves and undead, when StarCraft only had 3. So like I think like Warcraft ended up having 5. What was it? Okay, no, you have humans, orcs, night elves, undead. So there's 4? It's Subby. Oh yeah, Subby Medusa. So now you're the Gorgon Queen. Nice. Okay, how many workers do I have on wood, on lumber?
Something to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And I have 3 grunts not doing anything. I need to build burrows. So build burrow.
I can do that. Yes.
Build burrow.
Happy to. What do you want?
Oh, oops, what is this grunt doing?
Master, Swobu, Zug.
Okay, so this will build a burrow here.
Work.
Okay, and this grunt. Let's put this on Control Shift 4.
We're under attack! Yes. Master, yes. What do you want?
Control 4.
What do you want?
And then over here.
Yes. Swobu.
Alt Shift 4.
Master?
What?
What do you want?
Control Shift 4.
Yes.
No? How do I add it to 4?
Master? Yes.
What?
Master? What do you want? Master?
How do I add it to the group?
What do you want?
Shift 4.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Shift.
Dokta.
Okay, it's Shift.
Dabu. Zug.
Okay, so I can't get through these. I succeeded. Unless I mine this lumber.
Zug.
So I walled off this portion. And this front. Maybe this control group 5
What do you want?
here.
Zug. Master?
I go 4.
Swobu. Dabu. Zug.
Okay.
Swobu.
Attack this.
Yes.
Attack this.
Time for killing. Dokta. Dabu. Work complete. Time to die. We're under attack! What do you want? Time to die. Master? Yes. Time for killing. Time for killing.
I got 2 on this one. 3 on this one. Level 2, level 4. Maybe I should get the wolves first.
Master?
So I got 5.
What do you want? Time to die.
And then kill the wolf. This will be over here to the other side. Max
Master?
size. space.
Time to die.
Okay.
Yes.
All of these.
Noktar. Zugzug.
Over
Swobu.
here. Make sure
Zugzug.
I don't die when I make an expo. Okay, bring one of my lumber
Something
peons.
you
Oh no
doing?
no, bring one of my burrow peons.
Yes. What do you want?
Over here. Oh, I need to clear
What
these
do you
out.
want? Time
So I need
for
to bring a
killing.
peon over here.
We're under attack. Be happy to.
Okay.
What do you want?
And
Time to die. Master? Something you're doing? Huh?
This one's almost dead.
Master?
This one.
What do you want? Time for
Okay.
killing.
Finish off the wolves. The timbers.
Yes.
I only have 2 grunts left. Do I have any more coming?
Yes.
Okay, so 1, G. Oh, is that where GG really came from? From people making grunts, and then the community kind of had an insight to it?
Master?
Started playing Medusa? Again. Nice. Yeah, I haven't played Smite in quite a long
What do you
time.
want?
You want to play Smite right now? I need to, like, I think I need to install it again. Do I have it still? Smite? No, I don't have. Oh, why am I in Chinese? Smite? I do have it. My name says Rebecca Lauren OTK because someone already took Rebecca Lauren. I don't know who did. No, it's 91 gigabytes. Oh no, it's 34 gigabytes. I only have 91 gigabytes free. I kind of can't install it. I uninstalled it because I don't really play it. And I just reinstalled Warcraft 3. I don't want to take up all my hard drive space. So I don't really want to install it. I'm sorry. I need to clear up my hard drive first. But either way, I kind of want to focus on this game. I haven't played this game since, like, high school. And I was never good at it.
Something you're doing?
StarCraft, I never really got good at either, but I was used to it. So I can build a town hall here. It's H for town hall.
My life.
But I need to fit it there. Let me add this peon to the attack. In fact,
Yes.
I'm gonna use the peons to finish this direwolf. Oh no, do I have? Oh no, never mind.
What do you want?
Fuck.
Noktar.
Here,
Something you're
bring
doing?
it this
Be
way.
happy to.
I'm gonna kite it. Oh, too late. Died. Whoops.
What do you want?
Okay, so here we go. This is gonna be control group
Master?
3. It's control group.
What do you want?
4.
Huh? Master?
Okay.
Yes.
Finish off the direwolf. See, like, yeah, you need to
Yes. Huh?
figure out your pathing. Okay.
Master?
Bam,
What do you
bam,
want?
Grunt. I mean, peon. Build. H.
Dokie.
Okay.
Master?
Other
Something
peon.
you're doing? I can do that. Work. I can do that.
Build.
Be happy to.
Lumber mill here. I mean, war mill. Oh yeah, I need to update some. I mean, I need to upgrade. Here, wait, no. Cancel that. How do I? Wait, no.
What do
Cancel.
you want?
War mill should be right. Like right here. Oh, there's treasure.
Dokie.
Whoa.
I can do that.
Oh, that's a sentry ward. What?
Work.
Mill. Put the mill right
Be
there.
happy to.
I need to upgrade. I already upgraded one. Let's upgrade armor. And upgrade ranged weapons. I don't know, I can upgrade buildings to do spike damage. I don't know if that's worth it till later. I need a stronghold first to have fortified watchtowers. Steel range. I need to start making some range. So like, let's do another 2 grunts and 2 headhunters. Bam. 1, 2. There's nothing over here. Where's control group
Yes.
3?
Noctar.
Control group 3 is
Zugzug.
here. Let's,
Dabu. Swobu.
how do I... Hold position.
Noctar. Dabu. Swobu. Zugzug. Noctar. Dabu. Swobu. Zugzug.
Okay. I can control. Okay, so here,
Dabu.
shift, key,
Swobu.
and then 3,
What you want?
4. Okay, so
Noctar.
here, shift,
Vengeance for
Zugzug.
Sultan.
Huh?
hold.
My life for the Horde.
Okay,
Dabu.
shift, control.
Swobu.
Okay, now I have control constantly here. If I look at the mini map, I can see them controlling. If anything comes nearby, I will see a, I believe, red, or green, whatever the enemy is.
Research complete.
Okay, there's jungle mobs here. Okay, so now I have 2 more.
What you want?
This is gonna be
Work
group 5.
complete. Huh?
Okay, and then bring group 5
Zugzug.
over
Noctar.
to
Noctar.
control here.
Zugzug. Swobu. Research complete. Dabu.
This
Yes.
one.
Swobu.
Okay, there
Noctar.
we go. Now I have some patrols.
Master.
Actually, let's take
Dabu.
down these jungle
Huh?
mobs.
Yes.
Get all 3
What
of
you
these
want?
groups
What
here.
you want? Yes.
First, or what level are these? Level 2? Okay. So,
Master.
gonna pull
Time
these
to die.
first.
What you want? Dabu. Zugzug. What you want?
No, let's get the wizard.
What do you want? Master.
Kind of PC. I had like a Windows 9. Oh, I had a Windows like 7 basic.
What do you want?
I had cannot target air units.
Yes. Swobu.
That's why.
Dabu.
I need to get the headhunters there. Did I have headhunters being built? Okay, so 1 H. Oh, T. T. Those are trolls. 2. Where's my headhunters? Thought I made headhunters.
Vengeance for Sultan.
Okay.
What you want me to do?
Here.
Anything you want.
Where's my-
Master. Huh?
Okay.
Master. Yes.
Okay, hold shift while I click to. Okay, I can't click with a short
Huh?
shortcut.
Zugzug.
I can only
Noctar.
click.
What?
Okay.
Ah. Don't mess with the
Dragon
bad
Balls.
guy. Who you want me kill?
What do you want?
What you want me go?
Bring them, kite them, hold
We're
them.
under attack.
Yeah.
Dabu. Swobu. Zugzug.
What? Astingo. What you want me go? You got it. It's time for a little blood.
Oh, are they not
What
ranged?
you want me do?
Oh no, they can
Who
definitely.
you want me to
Master. Time
Who you
to
want me
die.
Kite that one Sounds really loud. I had like a Windows 3.1 computer, or no, it was Windows 3.0, and then my dad put 3.1 on it. Then I had a Windows 95 computer that like I knew how to bypass my brother's password. He put a system password on it, but I found out that if you held down the P button, or maybe even any button, but I used P because it stood for password. If I pressed the P button and held it down when I was booting the computer at the right time, it would bypass the password, and I could go play Nintendo games when I was like 8 years old, because he had like Nesticle on it. And then I could also like, and then when he got home, I had to like hurriedly, leave, because I would be playing on his computer. I'd be playing Diablo, because he had Diablo, he had StarCraft. When I was like 8 years old or so, maybe 8, 9, 10. Wait, when did StarCraft come out? 1998. So I would have been 10, 11. So like when I was 10 to 11, Nintendo on PC. Yeah, we're not gonna mention that. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Nesticle. So like, and then there was No Money GBA, or No Money GB. No Money GB. Then there was Nesticle. Yeah, my brother had Nesticle on there. Nesticles. And he had Diablo, because we bought Diablo, and we had it. And he wouldn't let me play his computer. It was in his room. And so I would sneak into his room when he wasn't there, like when he was at work, because he was like older, and like he had a computer and everything. He's like in high school or whatever, and like, yeah, I was like 10, and he got StarCraft, and he would play it. He would dial up to his friend, who and they would play remotely. And that was like the original days of gaming. Like, I am an old lady, okay? The original days of gaming, you would actually have to dial into your friend's modem from your computer in order to play them StarCraft. And I remember seeing my brother playing StarCraft, and he would like play the Scourges. I specifically remember he was playing Zerg, and he was flying Scourges around. And I thought that was pretty cool. I never got to play that game. It was too complicated for me, but I remember specifically going into his room, and I asked him if I could play Diablo a lot, and he would let me play Diablo. But I would also sneak into his room to play, but he put a password on it, and so I bypassed the password by holding down the button P on his like NEC computer. And just play Diablo until like he got home, and then I would hurriedly shut down the computer, make sure that it looked like nobody was in his room, and then rush to my room to like play with my chessboard, because I couldn't play the computer then until the next time. So like yeah, and then he had like a calculator, and it had like a weird video on it. I remember watching it. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay. On a calculator. No doubt. On a calculator. So what do these do? Permanently increase strength? Let's give that... Do these heal? How do I heal these? Okay, they regen. Let's get it to a full HP. Let's give it to a full HP headhunter. Only units with an inventory? Oh, only heroes. Right? Okay, so these are for heroes. That's why you do jungles. Okay, I get jungles now. Jungles are for your hero champion. For your hero units. Okay. I am not understanding this game at all, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I randomly saw Soda Poppin', he's a streamer. Sometimes I pop into Twitch chat and see what people get playing. I have not seen Soda Poppin' playing Warcraft 3, for like a year. I mean, maybe that's just because I don't really watch Twitch so much, but I saw him play it and I was gonna watch, but then he ended the stream. I'm gonna have to go. I mean, if I don't want to, I can just play the game. I don't need to watch the stream. But like usually what I do is I load up Twitch and I start watching people's streams, and if there's a game I really enjoy playing and I own it, I'm like, how come I haven't played that game in a long time? There's no real other reason why I do things. I'm not a famous person, so there's no real reason for me to keep up with, you know, trends and stuff. But I do like use Twitch in a way where it's like I see somebody streaming something and it makes me want to play it. Or I see people eating food. I don't like fast food, but like seeing the Doug. Okay, I'm gonna die. Like seeing the Doug. Watching the streamers eat that much food. It made me so freaking hungry. And that's how marketing works. Okay, so how do I, you know, control click. Oh, I lost all my units. You control click, it clicks all of them. Ooh, even the ones that aren't in the screen.
What do you want? Be happy to.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Let's try that again. Let's try this again. Oh, I can just save the game. Restart. Okay. Let's put that.
Something you're doing?
Okay. Hang on. Hey, Space. Oh, Space Duck's left. Me. Okay, and there's also time of the day in this game. It's much more complicated than StarCraft. StarCraft's really straightforward. So this game's more like an RPG. That's the way I always thought of Warcraft 3. I always thought of Warcraft 3 as like the RPG RTS. Well, just Warcraft in general, but like definitely Warcraft 3. Like Warcraft 3, like 100%.
Work.
Warcraft 3 is 100% like the RPG RTS. And especially when people would make custom maps, which I never got into the game well enough to really get a part of that, because when I was a kid and we moved to a new house, and then we got a Windows 98 computer. Ooh. We had a Windows 98 computer. We got Diablo 2 when that came out. We had StarCraft, and they did the battle chest for StarCraft. You know, they added the Brood War when Brood War came out. We got Brood War battle chest. We got the Diablo 2 battle chest. And I would play StarCraft all frickin' day and night. And I wasn't very good at the game. I would play like, you know, 4v4s and 2v2s. I was not good at ladder. I didn't play 1v1s, and I ended up just playing the used map settings a lot. And that was pretty fun. So I was like 12.
What do you want?
And I had just read Harry Potter, so I named my account name was Gryffindor. My account on Battle.net when I was 12 was Gryffindor, because I had just started reading Harry Potter in like 6th grade. I read all of Harry Potter. I didn't finish 5, 6, and 7. I didn't read 4, 5, 6, and 7 until I was like in my 20s. Like when I was like 22 or so. And I was living in a homeless shelter. And so like I went to the library to like find books to read, and I finally finished the Harry Potter series. And good thing I didn't wait until J.K. Rowling came out as a TERF. That, you know, it's hard to read now. But I enjoyed the book series, you know, when I was a kid, so it's not that there's anything wrong with Harry Potter series. It's J.K. Rowling leaves a bad taste in my mouth because she came in my mouth. because she came after trans people. And I'm like, well, I'm trans. That kind of feels weird that I would, you know, when I read the book and it reminds me of her. My favorite Harry Potter character? I like Luna Lovegood. She's my favorite. She's like, I don't know. I have no real reason. I just like that character. My Patronus would probably be a chameleon. Because I can become anything. I'm autistic. In a way that, like, I can become anything. As long as I just work on it, especially if I get coached. I could literally be anything. If it was possible and there were no ethics in this world, I could literally become a surgeon. I could be like, nobody would ever consult me for medical advice because I don't have a medical license or anything. In order to get a medical, here's the thing, here's how autism works. You have to actually get to that job position somehow. And if you can't get to the job position, then you're not going to be able to do it. And so, like, a lot of autistic people kind of fall through the cracks because not everybody is able to exhibit the same kind of traits. I'm actually pretty lucky. I'm one of the type of people who is, like, more high functioning in a lot of ways, but very, 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 like, crippling deficits in, like, social structures. And understanding social structures and how to exist in a group. Unless it's a very structured activity. Like if we're going to be playing basketball, I know how to do that. If we're going to be playing Warcraft 3, I know how to do that. But if we're just hanging out together and like if we're just hanging out together and something comes up, right? Something comes up that's like not structured, that's not a part of the expected things. Like if something just comes up, okay, I need to use a few of these peons. This one is going to make a barracks. This one gonna make a mill. And this is going to be control grid 2. Okay. Okay. And also regulating my emotions when I'm placed into a situation where things don't go as planned. If it's something that I've trained a lot, I can do it really well. For example, if it's a very expected situation that isn't like very complex, especially, see, here's the thing, the social blindness comes from not understanding that, because humans are very complicated and it's hard to navigate social structures because I don't know why people do what they do. I don't know why people get angry about certain behaviors all the time. Obviously, as I've gotten older, I've picked up on things. But growing up as a kid, I had no idea why I couldn't do certain things. Like, I thought that if I, like, told a girl I liked her, because, like, secretly deep down, I wanted to be her. But when I told a girl I liked her when I was, like, 10 or whatever, that if she said she just wants to be friends, that doesn't mean that I just have to keep trying. And I think a lot of people kind of went through that experience. But at the same time, I thought that if it was like a math problem, because when I was in 4th, 5th grade, I was in the advanced math, I was in the advanced groups. I would take like advanced algebra. Everyone else was still doing arithmetic and stuff. and I was like me and like 8 other, like maybe 5 other kids. We were in this algebra class outside. We would meet outside, and we were like, we were the smart kids, right? Like we were the kids that did algebra, and we were in the gifted and talented education program. And like I was invited to join school politics. They wanted me to be in the politics club, and I was like, I had to run for office. I was like in 5th grade when that happened. They wanted me to be like a politician in 5th grade because I could do math.
Master?
It was really frustrating that they put so much pressure on a 10-year-old. Obviously, I liked it because I liked feeling better. I liked feeling like I was better than other people. Let's make another barracks. Control group 3.
What you want? Slow move.
And we're at the... Oh, there's no timer? So we use food. So I have 2K. I need more... Oh, oops, I built the wrong thing. That's a war mill. I meant to build burrows. That's what I meant to build. Whoops. Well, I was building a war mill. I meant to build burrows. Okay, and I can start upgrading melee weapons. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes?
Just because you can do math? Yeah, exactly. Because I struggled with math at first. And then they put me in the advanced math class. And then I started getting upset that I was bad at it. Right? I had a little bit of... I've ever played... Oh, I missed this. Sorry. I have played Silent Hill. I never beat it, though. The original Silent Hill or Silent Hill 2. I never really completed many games. I played a lot of games until I got bored. Yeah, it was just kind of frustrating that the school bullied me because I showed because I was gifted. I was a gifted kid that knew how to read, and I knew how to debate with people because I argued with my teachers. Because I didn't understand why they kept sending me to the... They kept putting my name on the board. One of the reasons why I needed to change my name. They kept putting my name on the board, and setting me across. Like they kept on setting me as like this like bad kid. And then when I did really well in the school part, but anytime like it came with like trying to get along with other kids, the kids would collectively rally against me, and I'm not even joking here. They collectively rallied against me and said anytime that I stood up for myself, they said I made it up. And none of the kids stood up for me. There was like no kids that actually stood up for me. It was really fucked up in 5th grade especially. It got a little bit better in 6th grade. I think a lot of the kids had gotten talked to. Yeah, I got gaslit really hard. And I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making it as an excuse. It's just like, these are the reasons why my autistic brain developed the way it did. Was I did not have the kind of support I needed. I was like really gifted. I was in choir when I was like 6. We did, I mean, in like 1st grade or whatever, you play like recorder. And then like I was in choir because of that. Like I wanted to do more music. I really liked music. And so I joined choir. And then I sang in choir all through elementary school. In 4th grade, I started playing trumpet, and then I joined the band. And here's another instance of me having social blindness. I was in beginning band, and about halfway through the school year, or maybe even, very quickly into the school year, I became proficient enough. I didn't have to take the whole year. I was proficient enough in trumpet. I started on sax. I remember my brother had a clarinet. I didn't know how to play it, so I played saxophone because I thought it looked cool. and in 4th grade, but then I couldn't blow into it either, and so I got frustrated because I didn't have a teacher. The teacher, I had a teacher, but like I didn't have private lessons. All the kids who had like parents that had money would give their kids private lessons, and I didn't have private lessons. I had to figure everything out on my own, and that gave me a lot of frustration and a lot of bad habits because my family didn't have the kind of money to have private tutors. But all the kids with private tutors, they ended up getting into good colleges. I know it's like a really bad excuse, but it's a real thing, especially for creative things like chess or music, which are the things that I gravitated towards the most, and I was never fostered that way. Which would have been a different life, honestly. But I have the life I have, and that doesn't really change much. It is what it is. But I remember loving music so much that I never wanted to leave. And as I got older, I kept getting lectured, even by my teachers, because I only wanted to do music. I was like, why do they teach it in school if I can't do this? And they're like, oh, well, not everybody is able to make a living as a musician. I'm like, why? I didn't understand why. I've never understood why things are so gatekept. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. Like, a lot of families had to go through that. And the internet nowadays can kind of make up for that a bunch, but like, it just wasn't a thing. If you weren't well off financially as a family, you would never become a professional musician. You would never become a professional chess player. It's like there's this gatekeeping that the only people who can get good at these things are the people who have money. And then I lost interest over time in trying to get myself to be better at anything. I'm like, and I'm trying to fight it now at like 35. Like, how come it's taken this long? I had to overcome it myself because nobody did it for me. Like, I had to learn everything. And it's built a lot of bad habits, and it's built a lot of really frustrating social encounters. I've gotten in trouble a lot, sometimes with law enforcement in my 20s. Sometimes with law enforcement, not because I committed a crime, but because I'm autistic, and people would push me to the point of having a meltdown. And then people would just think that I'm a bad person. They would call the police, and the police would take me away to like a place where they would have a therapist or a psychiatrist that was really intimidating and scary when you're already in a state of mind where you are already panicking and scared to death. And age has nothing to do with it. Just because I'm in my 20s at the time. Because they see you as an adult, they see any kind of behavior like screaming and shouting as some kind of aberrant behavior. A-B-H-E-R-R-A-N-T, not A-B-H-O. No, A-B-E-R-R-A-N-T, not A-B-H-O-R-A-N-T. They're two different words. So there's aberrant, abhorrent. Yeah, there's two different words. Abhorrent and aberrant. Abhorrent describes something truly horrible, like finding a dead rat in your soup. But something aberrant is just abnormal, like a cat in a pink fedora. And I remember in college, this is another story where a teacher thought that I was stupid. A teacher thought I was stupid because I said the word aberrant. And then he said, like, he didn't think I was stupid, but he corrected me without correcting me. The instructor said, like, oh, when something's abhorrent, and I'm like, I fucking meant aberrant. I didn't say it out loud because I kind of learned that I can't argue with teachers at this point. Like, in college, I knew that you can't really argue with teachers. But, like, in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I argued with teachers every fucking day. Because I was so sick and tired of them punishing me for being a good student. I was like, I'm really smart. I can read the book. I'm very engaged. I can answer any fucking question. But they kept sending me to the office. They kept sending me home because I argued with the teacher. I corrected the teacher because the teachers didn't read the fucking books. I was like in 4th grade, and like the teacher threatened. I was like in 3rd grade. The teacher took me outside and threatened to send me back to 2nd grade because of my behavior. Rather than trying to work through this behavior, my mom had to get in a lot of fights with the teachers. The teachers wanted to put me in some special school, or they wanted to put me in juvie, like in some kind of juvie school, because they thought I was a bad kid. Like, I was really smart and I was just autistic. And like, it's just really frustrating that this school got away with this. And so many kids fall through the cracks like this. And so many people get led down a really fucking fucked up path because some teacher decides that this student needs to go to prison at 10 years old. Because they're gonna decide the rest of their life for them. The rest of the person's life because of the way they treat them. And it's really fucked up. There's nothing I can do about it except for what I can do now. But like this is kind of like something that like I have to work through. Anyway.
Master?
Where's a grunt?
Yes.
Where's all my grunts?
Huh?
I only have one?
Doctor.
Okay. Grunt. Grunt. And I think I need to make an expo after this burrow. So let me make a save here. This is gonna be once this is finished. Oh no, let's make a save now. And I'm gonna save this as first expo versus no expo. Expo versus no expo. Okay, so now if I'm gonna decide right now this payon
Work complete.
needs to.
Work.
Well, I need grunts first. Okay, obviously.
I can do that. Oogie do.
My life.
But I need to decide whether I do.
My life. for the
Let's do
Lord.
another barracks.
Happy to.
Okay, now I have enough grunts. Okay, let's make
What do you
3,
want?
4,
Master? Yes.
3,
Master?
4,
What do you
5.
want?
Okay,
Yes. Dabu?
okay.
Yes. What do you want? Zugzug.
And I need to go down here.
Dabu. Swobu. Zugzug.
Avoid the jungle there. I need to
No
clear
power.
the expo.
Zugzug. Dabu.
I don't think I have enough.
Master, time to die.
That's level 6.
What do you want?
Yeah, I don't think 3 are enough.
Yes. Master,
Yeah, so I can't
Master?
expo here. Let's load. Yeah, let's see.
huh?
With 3, I can
Time
take
to
down. Oh, okay, so with 2,
Yes. What do you
I
want?
might be able to do it.
Time to die.
I don't know yet. Yeah, and we had a keyboard. My grandma had
Huh?
like a keyboard, like a piano keyboard,
Time
and she had a
to
piano. And every time I went to my
Yes.
grandma's, I would play the piano and play the keyboard piano. But I never was taught how to play
What you
until I went to
want?
college as an adult, like at around like 26 or so. When I went in like 2000.
Work complete.
Okay. Grunt, headhunter. And I should just do grunt, grunt, headhunter, grunt, grunt, head. So I'm gonna do a grunt. 2 grunts for every headhunter ratio. But I need to load. We're going from expo versus no expo. Okay, so here, instead of, you know, I need to build. First of all, I need more peons continually until I get enough lumber coming in.
Work complete.
My life for the Horde. My life for the Horde. Master?
Okay.
What do you want?
3,
Slow move. Master?
4,
Huh?
5.
Yes, Noctar. Master? What do you want? Ready to work. Zug, Noctar. Dabu. Yes, slow move. Huh? Master? Zug. Yes, Noctar. Huh? What do you want? Huh? Dabu. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta use hold position. And then stop for, like,
What
if
you
they're
want,
doing something,
Dabu?
just stop.
Noctar. Slow move.
Hold position, they'll keep doing what they're doing. So if
Master,
I'm attacking my own
time
building, for
killing.
example, if I hold position,
Time
well, I guess
for
if you're
killing.
targeting your friendly units, it doesn't do that.
Time to die. Time to die.
Okay, animation cancel is.
Huh? Yes. Time for killing.
So I have
Time
until
for killing.
at least
Time to die.
when it's okay.
Time for killing. Time to die.
I'm getting way too min-max.
Master?
I need to think more macro.
What do you want?
I'm just having
Zug
fun.
zug.
Okay, this is how I have fun, by the
Slow
way.
move. Zug
I
zug.
like getting really
Zug
nerdy
zug.
and nitty-gritty. That's how I have fun. It's usually boring to watch.
Yes. Be happy to.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I can do that. Work.
Am I upgrading? Oh no, I didn't just click. Ugh. Yuck! It's A for armor. Yeah, I'm already bored. Let's get out of here. What are we gonna do now? Wanna play Diablo 3? I don't really want to play anything. Kind of want to end the stream. Yeah, it's one of those kind of days, you know. I was a bit upset earlier today. I cried a bit, but it's just I'm getting everything I ever wanted, really. And I'm just really selfish about it, and I don't know how to appreciate what I have. It's something that, like, I obviously have every right to want more out of life than being living in a teeny tiny box with an alcoholic who's like always there every time I open my door when he's not working, and he has 3 days off a week, and he just drinks the entire time, and then he starts harassing me. And I tell him to stop invading my boundaries, that I'm not a part of his life. And then he just says really inappropriate things. He continually refuses to respect my boundaries that I've set over the past 9 years that I've lived here. And 4 years ago, like, there was, you know, like, I started transitioning, and of course I couldn't wait until after I moved out, or I would still not have been able to transition. I was like waiting for some arbitrary moment to do it. And the thing is I was just scared of doing it because I was scared of being happy. I was scared that if I did something that made me happy, that then I would have no excuses for how fucked up my life is. I mean, maybe not literally, but I was too scared of how people would treat me for being trans. But I couldn't, it got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do that anymore. Enough was enough. And I didn't care anymore what other people thought. Because if I was gonna wait for society to be ready for me, I'd be dead. I would have waited my whole life. Because society's never gonna be ready for you, no matter who you are. You can't wait for society to be yourself and to do you. And it took me so many fucking years to figure that out. Like, it took me until I was 31 years old to figure out that I don't need anyone's permission to live my fucking life. And so I was tired of waiting for someone else to give me the permission. I was tired of waiting for someone to say, like, I kept making excuses. I kept saying, I can't transition because I can't even hold a job. Oh, I can't transition because blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. Stop. Stop making excuses. Like, there was people who wanted to help me from the day that I came out as trans. And I ignored them. And I pretended like I wasn't trans. I pretended because I didn't want to face the world's wrath that I'm finding out now, even in today's age where people are fighting back. It is a fucked up situation that in order to be happy, I have to completely separate. I have to completely alienate probably 40% of the planet. But there's 60% of people that are like either at least kind of just, neutral and or allies or trans themselves. There's like 1%. But like the vast majority of people who support trans people are not trans. So I don't know if I'm capable of not streaming. It's something that I'm so used to doing that I can't even force myself to not do it. Like, I just show up even when I set, boundaries for myself. I'm like, I don't want to go live because I talk too much. And it's scary. It's scary that I don't always know what I'm going to say that'll get me in trouble. I can work in the metaverse? I hope so. Stream there. I'm very strong and I'm very capable, so I know proof of concept that once I have resources, and assuming that I have resources and I have a team of people to coach me, I thrive. And I am very capable, in fact, more capable than most. But if it's reliant on me being able to navigate social structures on my own without any safety net, without anybody coaching me, I fucking crash and burn. Like, absolutely crash and burn. It's crazy. But, it just is how it is. I don't really know too much, like, what exactly is going to help me. But I have people that are helping me. I have a social worker and all that. Yeah. It's like reading through somebody's diaries. Their dairies? Like milk. No, yeah, I kind of trained my community, Mr. Doolittle. I trained my community to be like a mirror of myself, so that I can look in the mirror, right? So that I can look at myself and look at what people. No, it's fine. I'm sorry if I wasn't making fun of you. I'm sorry. Oh, you said commentary, not community. Okay. Yeah, it's like someone's diary. This is not my diary. If you think this is my diary, oh boy. You have no idea about the stuff that I never tell anyone. But it's not really much. It's just more specific details that would be boring anyway. There's like boring details that involve other people, and I try not to involve other people. However, people do talk about like family members and stuff on their streams all the time. Rogue. People do talk about like their family and stuff all the time. I try not to though. I try to keep it very vague. So, if this is what you think my version of a diary is, oh boy. Oh boy, Rebecca. What the fuck is wrong with you? If this is your public life, what is your private life? And it's like, not that much different. The bar is so low for what I consider private. Not low in the sense that it's like, easy, but like my bar for something to be private is like, if it's like literally like, something that you would only ever tell like a therapist or a lawyer, or if it involves other people and I don't want to involve very nitty-gritty details about other people. That's about it. That's about it. Like, I keep everything else public because that's just how I've always been. Like when I was talking earlier about what was I talking about? I was talking about school. Chat, can you remind me what I was talking about earlier? You see why I do this now? You guys can act as my brain. You can just remember what I was talking about. And then I can actually focus and do something with my life instead of forgetting everything every day because I don't have any feedback. If I write in a journal and I don't have any feedback, I keep going into loops and it hurts me. So when I'm in I don't know, right now I just can't really write privately right now. I'm kind of like in public mode right now. Because I'm just waiting for a surgery. And I just want to get through this. And doing my stream has been a way to cope with it. Because it's been a place for me to work through a lot of stuff. It's been a way for me to like keep focus so that I don't lose track of what I'm doing. Because I can look back and see how far I've come. I can look back and remind myself why I need to fight. Why I need to stay alive. Right? I can look back and I can say, look how fucking far you've come, Rebecca. Like, look. There's evidence of you kicking ass. There's evidence of you being an amazing fucking strong fucking woman. Overcoming so many difficulties that you are inside of your own head. And I can look back at it. Whereas before I started streaming, I had absolutely no information. I was just moving one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And I didn't know where I came from. I have no idea to know how much progress I made. But now I can like record it. I can keep a record of it. And other people can potentially learn from it. Maybe I don't know. I do truly believe in the power of what I'm doing. That even if it's not very useful in this moment for anyone but me, I mean, it's clearly useful for a few of you, right? Like, you guys are here for a reason. It must be useful for you. You know, otherwise, why would you be here? I see no other reason. Why does it do that? Good thing it didn't show my password. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't skirmish. Let me just do some customs. What are people doing? Legion? What's Legion? TWRPG? Narnia RPG? Soldier Tower? Let's do tower defense. This is the way I download maps. I have to actually join it to download it. Yeah, there's so many different games. Omegle streams? No. No. Only if it were a kick stream. You do not do Omegle streams. You do not do Omegle. That's a no-no. And if you don't, I mean, obviously you're trolling. Obviously you're trolling. Because if you've ever used Omegle, you know exactly why I can't do that on stream. Yeah, it has a lot of weirdos. I know, because I've been on Omegle. No, people, because I have like a really good setup, and when I have my webcam on, because I have a really high quality webcam, and because my audio quality uses virtual audio cables filtered through, like I have an AT2020 USB like mic and USB mic, and I have EQ on OBS, and I use virtual audio cables to output the music as an input. I mean, to output the output of OBS as an input, as you know, for monitors. If I'm monitoring it to virtual audio cable A. And anytime I joined someone, people would just like leave immediately as soon as they noticed. Like they would say like, "Wait, are you a YouTuber?" And they would leave. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm famous. I'm a big YouTuber." It was pretty funny. And there's definitely some other sites you never want to use. Like, yeah, don't stream Pornhub. You'll get banned off of Twitch and YouTube. Don't stream Pornhub. Don't do it. Don't be Aiden Ross. Naden Ross. Oh no. Raiden Noss. Raiden Noss? Yeah, don't be that guy. He like backed out of his contract. What a dumbass. But whatever, he probably has plenty of money. He should just take his bag and dip out. If I was Aiden Ross, I would just call it a day. Like, take the money and run, dude. Stop digging yourself a hole. You know, he keeps digging himself a hole, and I think he thinks that he can't get out of it. But all he has to do is just stop streaming, and he's like, got a big bag. Now, I don't have that luxury. I don't have a bag. But I also don't need to be streaming, because streaming doesn't make me money. But I like streaming. I don't really know how to play this. Oh, what? What are these? Rally points? What? What the hell is this? What the hell? I guess it doesn't matter what you make, right? Oh, what am I doing? What is going on? How do I even... Is this... Oh, I'm building... What? What is this? What is this? There's like fire behind me. I don't even know how to play this. What the hell? Oh, I have to build... Oh, I see. Oh, shit! Okay. Are these gonna all be the same buildings? Oh, no. Those are like... Tower... I don't know. It's like a really customized tower defense. Oh, and you can only build so many at once. Oh, oh, shit, I lost. Oh, no. Is it... I don't have any freaking clue. Yeah, screw that. But yeah. Oh. How do I like the name? Oh yeah, that was you earlier. But yeah, I've always been like this. For the longest time I was very scared because I don't know, I stopped being afraid one day. I stopped being afraid of what other people thought about me. I think it took a lot of effort, but I think after like 2 years of streaming, like 2 years into streaming, like somewhere in 2021, I stopped giving a fuck what people thought about me, especially on the internet. But I think 2 years into transitioning, I just didn't give a fuck anymore. I'm like, you know what? Nobody is gonna be ready for me. No one's gonna accept me. So I just have to find meaning in my own life the best way I can. And yeah, like, I don't know, I have a lot of deficits, but I don't have to let those deficits control my life. And I think the only reason I've kind of been so upset lately is just because I feel like I'm kind of stuck right now because I'm just waiting for surgery. I'm trying to do what I can, and it's down to just maintenance mode right now. I'm working out like 4 days a week, doing yoga, and I was doing that dance class, but now I'm going to go do like yoga and like I'm going to like the college to like do yoga and like Pilates, and I did like 45 minutes today. But I mean, I'm kind of worried now because it catches up to you. When you stop caring what people think about you and you don't give in to the trolls, you start forgetting who the trolls are and who the trolls aren't, and who is and isn't the troll. And who to listen to and who not to listen to. And it's like, and I feel like lately I've been kind of freaking out because I feel like everything's catching up to me. And I didn't think that it would because I didn't think anything was wrong. But you share so much of yourself online and it catches the fuck up to you. And then it's too late. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. And I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I should be, but I am scared. But I can't really roll it back. I just can't. Like, it's there forever. The genie's out of the fucking bottle. But I mean, look at like all those famous people. They're like all the big streamers with like, like 50,000 plus viewers. I mean, they seem to be okay. So if someone like them can be okay, I have like, a couple of viewers. you know? So, like, I should be fine. I didn't really set out to make my stream into an open like discussion about myself and my life, but that's kind of just what happened. And now I can't really undo it. And now I can't even break out of it. Like, I didn't even want to start my stream today, but I did because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play a game. I may as well stream it. And now I'm like kind of just chatting with you. I do enjoy it, but it scares me. Like, I'm really scared that like I put too much of myself out. Like, I cooked too long. That I got burned. But I don't know. I'm not going to come up with like made up scenarios. I'm just going to do me. And I'm going to do my best to keep myself safe, but I can't know every single detail about life. Okay, life doesn't come with an instruction manual. And I'm enlisting people to coach me better, but like, I'm really kind of scared now about how much I've shared on the internet and how many people might potentially try to hurt me. Because I don't really know what reality is as far as that's concerned. Because I just been doing what I've seen other streamers do. I've been watching other streamers and they talk about their life a lot. So I just started talking about my life because that's what they do. And I say, well, if they have like thousands and thousands of viewers, you know, and they do it, then why shouldn't I do it? So I was like, you know, they're safe, you know, no one, you know, like all that. So like, so I should be safe. So I need to stop freaking out. I'm not worried about trolls. I'm worried about criminals. Trolls, I have no problem with at all. Like, trolls aren't going to do anything criminal. Trolls just, like, type stuff in chat. I'm talking about actual criminals. I'm worried about them. But then again, those criminals always were there. Even if I wasn't streaming. And also, since I'm streaming, at least now I make things more public. And it kind of becomes more of a chess game. In my mind, at least. Like, the way I see it, like, if I wasn't... If I didn't make myself as public as I am, and I just kept everything private, then these criminal people would attack me, and they would have no accountability as far. But like if people know that I'm like on the internet and they're aware of my activity, then maybe I can be protected against the criminals, because maybe like the FBI would like catch them. You know, so I kind of went all out. I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be safe if I just, you know, pussyfoot around it. So let me just unleash everything, pretty much, you know, within reason. Like, I'm not going to give you my fucking credit card number or my social security number, but if I put so much of myself out there that like people, it gets like, you know, the good guys' attention. Obviously, you're gonna get the bad guys' attention even if you weren't a streamer, because they go after like Facebook users, they go after Twitter users, even if you're anonymous. And so I decided, you know what? Like I deserve to be able to use the internet just like everyone else. And so I shared my transition stuff, because why should I hide? How come other people get to do things without hiding? How come I have to hide and never be a part of the world? So I stopped giving a fuck. I'm like, you know what? There's police and FBI to protect me. And if they aren't going to protect me, then I guess I fucked my life over. But I'm pretty sure the FBI is going to protect me against like people who are going to like try to do identity theft and shit. Yeah, I mean, the best way I know how to do it is like, obviously if I just ignored it, people, you know, it wouldn't come up as much. But here's the thing, is like, if I ignored it and, you know, people would have, I feel like people would have more of a reason to do something bad because there wouldn't be as many eyeballs watching. But if I get more people to look, like the FBI and the police, because I have made police reports about death threats and stuff, if I get the police to pay attention to the criminal activities that might be going against me, then I have people protecting me. So it becomes a chess game. But I could be completely wrong, and I could have fucked my entire life over and everybody in my life. And I feel a lot of guilt when I shouldn't, because the criminals are the ones who should feel guilty. And I've been okay. Nothing bad has happened. Everything has pretty much just been my own fear, and I don't want to live in fear anymore. I don't. I can't. I can't live in fear. Because otherwise I'll never leave the house. And I'll never amount to anything. I'll never get a job. I'll never make friends. I'll never fall in love. So I can't let that stop me. Because I have every right to be here. I have every right to put myself on the internet. It's the criminals who should be punished. Who should be caught and hopefully rehabilitated. You know, if you commit a crime, you're going to get caught. Like, these people who are going to, like, try to steal my identity, or people who are, like... I don't even want to call attention to it. Let's move on. Let's move on from that. I don't like calling attention to it. But it is on my mind constantly. But I think I'm going to break through it. Because you know what? I'm a good person. And I deserve better in life than living in fear. That's pretty much all I have to say about it for now. I don't think it's good to keep talking about it. It's like what, the Streisand effect? Then sometimes I'm like wondering, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you there? Like, why are you streaming? Why? But like, you know, that's what these trolls want me to think. Because they don't even have to do anything illegal. They can just make me think that they're doing it, and then I'll cancel myself. I don't want to cancel myself. But yeah. Let's play some Final Fantasy. No, I don't even know what I want to do. What are we gonna do? I'm just kind of bored. Let's play some more Warcraft. Oh. Okay, let's go back to my save game. This isn't WoW. This is Warcraft 3. It's got a core following. It's got a cult following. Every game is always gonna have a core community. And I'm new to it pretty much. I played StarCraft growing up. I didn't play this. Okay, so we're at this point, build a third barracks for headhunters. Upgrade armor. Okay, controller group 4, control group 5. I have it on super slow-mo. Oh wait, no, did I? You want to learn the game slow before you play it, before you increase the speed. Because I need to get like the build orders down pat, and it just takes practice. And then, you know, work with my, you know, you get it right you get it right slow, and then you increase the speed. Yeah. I listen to video game music. I like video game music. The music you're listening to right now. Oh, I forgot to put my, put the overlay back on. OC Remix, and I need to move it. Back up here. Wait. I'm listening to the OC Remix, Rainwave music station, rainwave.cc. I go to you can go to the OC Remix channel, and you can go to play. You can listen in your browser, or you can listen with MP3 for VLC and stuff. And you can vote on the next track. You can go with albums, artists, categories, by which game. You know, categories just means like the game. So if I want to listen to Live Alive, there's 2 remixes available in their library. So it's Live Mega, Live Moss. I think this is a jazz. This is the jazz one, so I think I can vote for it somehow. Right? I don't know. Yeah, it's a request. You can click on it and it makes a request. But we could just listen to it ourselves. Then we wouldn't hear the current song. Is this the jazz one? No. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, you guys can't hear it because of the different output. But yeah, and there's, you know, let me get the music back on. They also have just official game soundtracks. These are just OSTs, so this is literally music from the games. And they have a chiptune. I don't listen to the covers or the alls. I just keep it to these 3. These are all chiptunes, which are, you know, includes video game soundtracks and original tunes. Mega Man 25th anniversary, outdated? Get equipped. Oh, it's like on Internet Archive. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Music straight out of the games. Bleeps and bloops from games and more. Overclock remixes and albums. And these are original and fan-made remixes, which I don't listen to. It's just always kind of hit and miss. Something with strong melody? I mean, that's video game soundtracks. Video game soundtracks have, like, really strong melody. I need to do this every time? How do I just do headphones? And do this to, Okay, here we go. Okay, we're just gonna do it this way, because this game doesn't seem to like the virtual audio cables. Instrumentals, classical, and movie, yeah. I like that kind of stuff. Video games... okay, I'm gonna be very real with you. My brain has pretty much been shut off for the last, like, year. as far as just having any kind of like energy for anything. I'm getting back into it, but like I'm starting to sketch more, like I'm drawing and stuff like that as like a therapeutic thing.
Master? Yes?
I don't know, sometimes I think I just completely lost my mind and I'm one of those people that's in a padded room.
What you want?
But I don't think that's the case.
Yes?
I don't think I'm
Zug-zug.
crazy.
What you want?
I think I'm just worn down by the world. I think there's a difference. The world has pretty much worn me down, and I'm not gonna let it destroy me though. Not if I can help it. I'm not gonna let the world destroy me.
What you want?
Because it's gonna do that. It's gonna try. But I'm not gonna lose who I know I am. I'm not gonna let anybody change me in the way that's like sacrificing who I am. I can do a lot without sacrificing myself. I am pretty damn flexible. There's certain lines I will never cross under any circumstances. But for the most part, I am pretty damn flexible. I am able to like adapt to like any situation. But I would rather not have to adapt to situations that are gonna hurt me. Doing art, yes, it's a good hobby. But then I see what happens is this what's happening. Like I opened this game literally just to try to have fun, and from the very beginning of the stream, I'm already trying to figure out how to min-max. I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? I need to build this, and then okay, then I need to build barracks, and I'm gonna do this. And honestly, to me, that's fun. But like, imagine that, but if it's like things that I don't need to be doing that for. Like for this game, that's what the game is. Like that's why you play the game, is because you want to frickin' learn all the different build orders. Because you want to learn, like, you know, oh, do I upgrade this before I upgrade this? Which one is going to be more efficient? And, you know, how do you adapt to your enemy? Like, that is, like, a very, like, specific set of things that you do when you play this game, and that's why you play the game.
What you want? Yes? Zug-zug. Swobu. Huh? Dabu. Nokta.
I am, like, very... I mean, obviously, I'm not... It doesn't really matter. I'm actually just having fun just clicking around, too. Like, just clicking around. Like, doing this.
Master?
You know,
What you want?
make those boxes as small as possible.
Master? What you want?
Draw rectangles. When in doubt, draw rectangles.
What you want? Master?
I mean, when you're feeling sad, just draw some rectangles.
Yes?
That'll solve everything.
Master? Dabu. What you want? Yes? Master? What you want? Yes? Master? What you want? Nokta. What you want? Zug-zug, Master? Yes? Yes? What you want? Dabu. Master? Master? Yes? What you want? Master? Yes? What you want? Master? What you want? Yes? Nokta. Yes?
Yeah, I don't know.
What you want? Master?
I'm trying to do things without putting so much like sweaty energy into things, because I have a there's a trap that I fall into with stuff like art or games or like drawing, for example, in my sketchbook. I am not a professional artist by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I'm probably like so far away from being skilled at being a drawer that I don't think it's even possible for me to ever be like a good artist. But the way my brain works is I'm gonna start training as if I have this training mindset that I always need to be improving at something, that I always need to be grinding. And the thing is, it's like a lot of parts of life that's very rewarding, and like you will get rewarded for grinding harder. But then things like my well-being and my social life, and that is literally like grinding that makes it worse. If I grind my friendships, it grinds them to the ground. Dude Man 2? I don't know what that means. Is that a game?
What you want? Dabu, what you want? Master? Huh? Yes? Huh? Master? Yes? What you want? Mobile? Yes? What you want?
Yeah, even just like drawing rectangles and clicking around these grunts.
What you want?
That's actually pretty therapeutic for me.
Mobile,
And I'm having fun, and I'm not even getting good at the game. But if you do stuff like this, over time you end up getting really good at the game. Because you're not really, because I'm like isolating skills and practicing them, but I'm not doing it in a way that's so structured that like I'm like bored. Like I'm literally just clicking around and like.
Yes, master. What you want? Master. Yes. Dabu. What you want?
And you know, also what I should do, I should make a new game. But with no enemies. Oh, it's slow. Lost Temple. Just keep open slot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't search him up. Well, now I have to. Oh God, one of those kind of YouTubers. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. I am not going that road, okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, continue, game. I am not going down that rabbit hole. We're not doing that. You're right. That is cursed. I do not watch those kind of YouTube channels. I'm not even gonna try. Fursuit, is nothing wrong with fursuits, but there's something, it's not about the fursuit. It's about the content of the videos. I already know what to expect and I haven't even watched it. Oh, but Rebecca, if you haven't watched it, no, I am not gonna watch it. I have the power. I have the power to say no. We're not going there. Some YouTube channels I just avoid, okay? I don't even care if it's actually just I'm not even gonna, I already know. And if I started watching them, it would confirm what I already know. Is that kind of YouTube channel is a no-no. That is not something I want to watch. Jesus fucking Christ. Now, being a furry is pretty awesome. Furries are pretty cool, also, honestly. Because they're not afraid of their sexuality. That's actually pretty damn powerful. People who are not ashamed or afraid of their sexuality are like some of the strongest people on the planet. Obviously, if it's criminal, that's different. But if they're not hurting anyone, if it's all consenting adults, why does it matter if somebody likes to wear a furry suit? Like, I have no problem with that. It's a little weird for me, but like, hey, like they want to play dress up. It's exciting for them. They like it. And it's consenting adults. They're not animals though, Groiper. They're not animals, they're furries. Furries are not animals, they're humans in suits. There's a difference. They're aminal. They're not aminals. They're not aminals. They're not aminals at all. No, furries are not aminals. Furries are people that like dressing up as animals, and it's a fursuit, which is very different. It's anthropomorphized. It's a human body. It's like a druid, but a druid that turned into an animal version of itself, rather than an actual animal. There is no difference. Okay, we're going down this rabbit hole instead. We're going down this rabbit hole instead. Okay, this is definitely a rabbit hole. I need to not show this before, unless it's until I have it prepared. You don't want to start going down the rabbit hole live. You need to hide the display capture first. Okay, let's just go for a fox fursuit. Okay. So notice how this does not look like an actual fox, right? Aw, thanks for the cute voice thing. So this is not an actual fox, right? The eyes are like human style, anime style. Wearing a scarf. Standing upright. Okay, like that is a human. That's not an animal. Now let's look at an actual fox. Oops. Now Google searches forever says fox fursuit on it. And that's why I got on the FBI watch list, is because I searched for fox fursuit, and they're like, uh-oh. Okay? Okay, this is a real fox. Okay? See how this one's standing vertically? And see how this one isn't? And see how this one has eyebrows? And a scarf? And this one doesn't? You see what I'm talking about? Don't shame furries. They're consenting adults. And nobody should be shamed for their consenting sexuality. I don't think anyway. I think it's kind of weird when people shame people for being furries. Nothing wrong with being a furry at all. I said it. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but I fucking said it. There is nothing wrong with furries. Now there's something wrong with being into animals, obviously. But we gotta close that tab first. That being said, don't openly search for furries on your stream. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but because it'll get you banned, potentially.
Something need doing? Yes.
Okay, now that we're at... Okay, this next one, and I'm gonna make a burrow.
Ready to work.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, this one then.
I can do that. Happy to.
Yeah, the only thing I have a problem with is when people actually commit criminal sex acts. That's obviously criminal for a reason. So, furries, they're just minding their own business. They're doing their own thing. And they're happy. What's the movie that actually scared you? So, Beauty and the Beast actually scared me as a kid. Because at the very end, I was like thinking that the characters were actually gonna die, and then Gaston died. Oh shit! I just spoiled it for you. Oh no. Generally, as a rule of thumb, I don't like spoiling anything, even if it's a long time ago, because there's always somebody who never saw it, right? Even if it was a book that was written like 100 years ago, right? There's always somebody who hasn't seen it yet or read it yet. Okay, let's get to the point where I need to make a save. So after this is my build, right? I'm doing this build. We're at when I'm at 10 out of 11, and the burrow just finished, and I'm starting the barracks, and then I'm gonna save and I'm gonna end the stream. So I'm gonna build a barracks right here. And I do believe I need to make a war mill. No, I can just make more burrows. No. I don't need to make a war mill yet. I need to make more peons. The barracks started. Control. Let's get the second barracks.
Something you're doing?
Set the rally points. I'll just end up playing the whole game by the time I feel like ending the stream. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Oh wait, but first I have to build this barracks. Oh wait, first I need to actually go scout. Oh, but first I need... Yeah, it's pretty arbitrary, right? Okay, let's finish this one. Get another one started. Build another burrow. It's not like pylons, so I'm gonna put them behind it. Like Blair Witch Project. I never actually saw that. And then that is where I'm starting. So here we go. This is going to be 2. Port. 2 rack. 2 bird. 13 out of 21. There we go. What? Oh, I probably can't have special characters. What? Why can't I save? Oh, is there no... What? Why? Oh. Work. 13, 20... Oh. 13... 21. I can't use slashes. 13, 21. Two rack. 2 burr. LT. LT. LT orc 1321 2 rack 2 burn. Okay. Save. Okay, now if I just like started murdering each other.
Something you're doing? What do you want? Ready to work.
I just had them all excommunicate this orc.
I'll try.
This one's just ignoring it like nothing's going on. If I just murder this orc. Well, I can just always go back. See? It never happened. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day. I feel a little bit better when I stream, but sometimes I don't really feel like it. I don't really need to. I'm not under contract or anything. I don't have that kind of viewership, you know? So, yeah. Thanks for having conversation with me. Makes me feel a little bit less alone. Gets me out of my head. Like I said, the reason why I share stuff so much is because if it's all in my own head, if it's all in my journal, I go in circles. I take care of myself, and I have people who are very aware of the situation. I don't know for sure, but like at the same time, the reason why I talk about so much is because if I just write in my diary, nobody reads it but me. And if nobody reads it but me, you know, my therapist doesn't have the kind of time to read through my journals. You know, like if it's just me, like I do write in my journal so that I can bring up stuff to talk about. And there's like, yeah, certain things I do need to just, you know, keep off stream. But at the same time, like what happens is if I keep going off of I don't really feel safe enough to journal anymore. I need to break through a couple things first. Because what ends up happening is I start journaling and then I go in circles. And at least when I'm streaming and talking with people, I have people kind of like to bounce ideas off of, and like people kind of give me a bit of accountability, a little bit of reality, and a little bit of just perspective, like a different person's perspectives and feedback. And so the reason why I share so much online is because I don't know, maybe it's a mental illness, maybe it's just a part of being autistic, but I don't feel like journaling has a point. Because whenever I write something down, I feel like somebody needs to read it. And if nobody's reading it, then what's the point? And I've always felt that way about writing. I'm like, you write something not just for the sake of writing. I mean, obviously it is therapeutic in its own way. But I write something down so that someone can read it. And a lot of the time that person is me. And if I stream, I have like a whole bunch of videos that I can go back like years later and say, hey, let's check out this video from a while ago. And then find a clip of something from like years ago that gives me some perspective on how far I've come, you know? Oh, oops, I forgot to. Like it gives me some perspective. It gives me some perspective on how far I've come in life and how far, you know, where I came from. And like, you know, the changes I've made in myself. But honestly, now I'm kind of scared about something else. Like, what if I've dug myself into a hole that I can't get out of? What if I can never not stream? Now that I've become made myself into a streamer, am I doomed to be a streamer for the rest of my life now? I don't really know. I don't think that's the case. I always have the option to do something else. But in the end of the day, there's no reason not to stream stuff. Like you could stream literally like anything that you're working on creatively in your life. I am lonely. Yes, I'm very lonely. Very, 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 very lonely. I want to have a job, but I can't. And it's not because someone declared I'm permanently disabled. It's because of reality. I really want to have a job. I really want to work with people. I want to have friends. I want to do things with people because I hate being alone in a room. I want to be around somebody. I want someone to talk to. I want someone to chat with. Like I'm chatting with you right now. But I don't know you. I don't know who you are at all. I really wish that I could know people in real life. I have no idea who Rogue Slushy is. But I don't want to know you specifically. What I'm talking about is like, I would like to know people in real life. And work with them and create things together. But I don't really know how to do that. And I can't have a job because I just can't function that way. But I really want to just be able to go to Taco Bell and have a job. even though it's not about money. Like, I just want to be around people. And I didn't know what I had until it was gone, because when I was in my early 20s, I was able to work a job. I mean, I guess that's debatable, because I had to be stoned all the time just to be able to get through work, because it was too hard and it was too much to think about, and I kind of ignored a lot of it when I was younger. I ignored a lot of the problems because I kind of just gave up. But now it's different. I have done the opposite of giving up on myself. Like, I mean, how many people are actually able to get through medically transitioning from male to female? Like, actually going through to get surgeries. Okay, I am strong as fuck. Because I could not do that in my 20s. I gave up. I was not strong enough. But I really hate being lonely, and I hate talking to a computer screen. Even though that's all I have right now. I know that I know that this is the best we got right now. But I really wish I could talk to another human being. But everybody in my life is busy, and they never really have time for me. But that's not because of me. It's because that's just how life gets in your 30s. But I have, like, I have the social skills of a fucking toddler. Like, I of a freaking toddler, okay? Like, maybe not that bad, but, like, I do not understand how to navigate society in the way that, like, is not going to punish me. And it's scary, because it's holding me back. It's holding me back from trying anything. It's holding me back from having experiences that I would never have otherwise. And I hate it. I don't want to be alone. Especially, like, streaming, it's a solitary thing, but it shouldn't be. Like, I wish I had people to, like a legal team, and, like, people who coached me on, like, hey, don't say this on stream, but it's like I don't have that. I'm not like an org. I don't have a manager. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. And it's scary as fuck, because I don't know if that's ever going to change, but I can't start thinking about what ifs. And pretty much, like, I would rather work with people at Taco Bell, but that doesn't give me enough money to justify the absolute torture that would do on my psychology, my psychological well-being. It doesn't make enough money to justify it. Exposure therapy? Yeah, I mean, that's why I went to college again. That's why I'm going on the bus again. That's why I'm leaving the house more. It's going to take a lot of time. And I think I'm just upset because it's taking longer than I want it to. But there's just a reality that I'm living in. Like, I have to be able to give things time. I am doing all the things. Like, I'm doing the thing. And I'm succeeding. So when I get upset, it's not that I feel like I do end up feeling like a failure, and I have to, like, bring myself back. But it's because it's just exhausting. Yeah, some people never take action. That's true. I at least did something, And I did more than something. I did a few somethings. In fact, I did more than a few somethings. I'm getting, like, the most important event in my life coming up. Changing a penis into a vagina, well, a vulva and a vagina. Vaginal canal. I'm just gonna say vulva. I'm just gonna say pussy, actually. I can say, obviously when I'm talking, more on stream, it's different, but in person, I'll just say vulva. But I mean, if it's people that are, like, friends and stuff, I'll say pussy. But, like, when I'm just talking to someone and it's like, I'm pretty good at knowing how to read the room in person. But online, I have absolutely no idea, because it's nothing like real life. Real life is like I know how to be courteous. I know how to keep quiet. I know how to like answer people's questions because there's so much more cues, especially when you're in person. Because there's visual cues. You can see people's eyeball twitch, right? You can notice when somebody's uncomfortable. You can notice if somebody is like angry. And I can make adjustments. And it took a whole lot of years to do that. Elementary school, middle school, and high school was a fucking disaster. But I figured a lot of it out. And most people are like really happy about me. When I meet people in person, they're like, oh, like, you know, why are you upset? Like, you look pretty fine to me. And then when people online see me, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're scary. Like, are you a serial killer? Like, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, not just because they're online, but because there's no fucking way to know me online. There's no way to know, like, how I am because it's like you're seeing me in a more performative, even today I've been doing more alt streams, so it's been more real lately, but I am a performer, and when I'm in a performative mode, it's gonna be a much more exaggerated version of me, and like it's gonna be silly, and I would never do things I would never do in real life. I would say things I would never say to people. It's because it's rude. Because real life works very differently than being an internet clown or an internet just content creator in general. And in person, people are pretty happy with me in person, especially after the 4 years of therapy. Jesus fucking Christ. It took transitioning to finally get rid of that shit. It took that and like the therapy that came with it. It's a package deal. It's all kind of very complicated, but it doesn't really matter because it's nobody's business but my own. And right now I share it on stream, but I hope there's going to be a day where I don't feel like I have to, where I feel like I can get my needs met outside of streaming. I would rather just spend time with people and do things together. I really just I don't want to be a streamer, but you know, I just do it because it's like, because I do it. Because I want to, I guess. And also like, I want to be an entertainer, but like, I don't define myself by my career path. I don't define myself by my job, you know, because I do have a career path on hold right now till probably next year because I just can't show up to work anymore. It's too much damage. I can't afford the psychological damage that showcasing a part of me that I've been desperately trying to change for the past 15, 16 years. Yeah, it's like 17 years that I've been trying to actively like past 4 years that I've been actively working towards it, and it's paying off. It's paying off now because I actually went and did something. But yeah, I don't know. I need to remember that as much as I hate like my situation, I'm fucking doing something. I'm doing something, okay? Like, do something. Don't just, like, give up on yourself, which is what I was doing. I was starting to give up on myself, and I said no. I said, fuck that. I'm not going to give up on myself, because I want a good life, and I've had a life denied from me my entire life. I can't give up now, when I am so fucking close to having the best life I could ever fucking imagine. So to give up now would be like just so disappointing. And I can't. I'm physically unable to give up. I am actually like mentally and physically unable to stop working on myself at this point. And I made that happen. I made sure it happened. And I guess streaming, I guess it's a curse and a blessing. Because what it did is it gave me something to show up to. And it's something that I kind of trained myself to be able to like work through a lot of my problems But now I'm getting to a point where I want to take a step back from the therapeutic part of it. I really want to take a step back from that because it's starting to scare me. And it wasn't scaring me before, and now it's scaring me. It's scaring me a lot. And I am hoping that I didn't do anything that I can't come back from with my reputation online or in person. And I'm trying to repair my relationships because I ignored them. And they flew right by me. I've talked about that on stream before. Life doesn't stop. Like everybody else's life kept going while mine. And you know what? I actually am going to strike that. I have literally been tending to my relationships. I have not neglected my relationships at all. In fact, I've been like an amazing human being who has been achieving so many things that I never thought was possible. I never thought it was possible to get the surgeries I'm having, let alone my vaginoplasty. I mean, to have my vaginoplasty coming up is insane. But to have also gotten facial feminization and that's already done? Like, holy fucking shit, dude. Rebecca, you're a fucking boss. What the fuck, Becca? Why do you think you're a failure? You are like literally what so many people strive to be and never achieve in their entire life. Is somebody who has the guts to get what you know you need. That so many people just give up and let life decide for them. And I said, fuck that. If I'm gonna fail at something, I may as well fail at the things I want to do. In fact, I have like, I have a, oh, here it is. Yeah, we need to listen to this guy. This guy's awesome. He's a comedian, and he's an entertainer. But he does inspirational stuff too. But he does it in a comedic way. This guy is amazing. This is actually like the best content creator I know of.
So there's a lot of uncertainty going on. Just a lot of stupid people doing stupid things, and money's going crazy, and seems like every day just people are getting more ridiculous, and things are getting more ridiculous all the time. But things have been pretty ridiculous for a long time. We're just more aware of how ridiculous they are because we'll have access to more of the ridiculousness that's going on. So it's all stupid. It's always been stupid. It's always probably going to be stupid. So I just hope it takes some time to just look around this world and go, well, this place is pretty cool. This life thing is pretty cool. In spite of all the stupidness. Okay, so hope you're enjoying your stupid life. Appreciate it for what it is. Okay. We'll see you around. Okay, bye. So I've had this idea about making a video about getting off your butt and doing stuff. And then I keep putting it off of it when I'm going to make the video, and I keep thinking about making the video, and then I don't make the video, and then I think, well, I need to go find a place to make the video. And as I'm looking for a place to make the video, and then thinking about making the video, I don't make the video. And then I thought, well, what's holding me back from making the video? And then I thought, nothing's holding me back from why don't I just stop and make the video? So I just stopped here on the side of the road to make a video to let you know if there's something you want to do, y'all just start doing it now. Okay, see now the video's over. now I go make a video about something else somewhere else. See how easy that was? Okay, incorporate that into your personal well-being and stuff. Okay, bye. So
So there's like one there's one specifically that I was thinking of. There's one that I was thinking of. There's one where he's talking about like there's one where he's talking like yeah, he made this character kind of based on like he wanted there to be somebody who's like not like insane or whatever, but like there's clearly like something's going on. He talked about it on a live stream once. He's not actually like this. This is a character that he does. Um and so it's like it's kind of like that. But I'm trying to find it's going to suck regardless. I think that might be it. Maybe that's it.
So in this world, you know, a lot of people ask me, hey, how do I stay happy when all this horror crap's going on and like I just feel like I shouldn't be happy. I just like if I try to be happy, I'm just like I'm kind of like deceiving myself. I'm deceiving myself, and if the happiness isn't real happiness.
I don't think that was it. Uh no, no, Rodney Norman. Rodney Newman. Rodney Norman. Rodney Norman. Uh Sometimes I think this is it.
Sometimes you end up getting where you want to go and then find out when you get there that you don't want to be where you're at. And then you feel like this is all just a waste of time. But just remember, if you never got there, then you'd always be wanting to get there, and then you don't know you don't want to be there until you get there. So sometimes you just got to go where you don't want to go. Just know that that's not where you want to be.
Oh.
Okay.
That wasn't it.
People get down on themselves.
Well, what am I doing? Not free browse. Okay. No. God damn it! Like, which one was it? It's hard to find a video and you don't remember the video. It's you have to like sift through it. There was one like I guess do what God damn. So it's just so hard to find a video like that you're trying to like you saw it once and then you're trying to find it later and you don't remember what the thumbnail looked like and you don't remember what the title of the video was. I'm pretty sure it was a video, not a short. Like it's just hard when you're trying to find a video and it's like god damn it. But maybe this is it. This one's good.
So there's a lot of uncertainty going on. Just a lot of stupid people.
Oh, we
doing
just watched
stupid
that one.
things.
There's a lot going on. Oh, this one's good too.
Hey, so there's this time people were talking to Jesus, and they were like, "Hey, Jesus, what's the most important thing that we should know about this life?" And he's like, "Well, hey, you know a God person I talk about all the time?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you love God?" And they're like, "Yeah, I love God." And he's like, "Well, okay, with all the love that you have for God, you should have that same love for everybody else." And they're like, "Well, that's it?" And he's like, "Yes, that's pretty much the point of the whole thing. Just love everybody." And they're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure about that?" And he's like, "Uh-huh."
Are you sure? Are you sure?
He's like, "Yeah, that's it." And they're like, well, hold on a second. What about stupid, horrible, rotten, miserable people who don't deserve love?" And he's like, well, no, them too. Just that's what I meant by everybody. Is just, sorry, everybody. And they're all like, "Well, you mean, what about those stupid people live over on the other side of the hill? We don't have to be nice to love them, do we?" And he's like, well, actually, yeah. Just what I meant by everybody that means everybody." And then they're all like, "What? That's it?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. That's what it's all about. Just all come down here and just love each other. And just, because you give it like free will, and when you're giving your for free will, and you use your free will to do nice things to people, then you obviously deserve to have more free will, and then you get more, you get more stuff. But don't focus on getting the stuff. Just focus on just being a nice person, and then you'll get all that stuff. But if you're trying to get that stuff, then you're not really doing it for the right reason. Because if you're just trying to do nice stuff to get the good stuff, then you're not really a nice person. You're just pretend to be a nice person so that you get nice stuff, and being God and all. Well, we know when you're trying to fool us, So that's kind of the deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone say, "Hey, what's the gospel of Jesus?" That's pretty much it. Just love everybody. There's some paperwork and stuff you got to fill out. Just kind of make things official. Well, it's not really paperwork. I mean, it's pretty much that's it. Just love everybody, and let God work out all the details and stuff. Because whatever you think you could do, just solve everything, and really punish people. God's really good at punishing people. I mean, He doesn't want to punish people. It's for their own good. So you got that going. Okay,
You got that going.
Okay, so just love everybody. Okay, that's it. I mean, He doesn't want to punish people. It's for their own good. So you got that going.
So you got that going. Oh, he's a character actor. So like I'm laughing because like I know, like at first when I saw him, I thought that was like actually like it's just some dude with like some kind of disability or something. But then you like What's this one?
Then there was this other time, and I'm not bragging,
Yeah, it's a
it just
character.
happens to be where I was. I was in shit.
But it's definitely a character. He's talked about it on live stream before. Like if you go on his lives, he does like Q&As.
Making looking for alternate tibia if and that's how I ended up moving here. I've been
issues. Now you broke both of your feet, is that right?
anything for himself or whatever the case is that most
started kind of getting their life back together. Now, obviously, I
Wait, is this the one I watched? I was actually in one of his lives, talking with, like, just kind of saying, like, oh, hey, like, I like your videos.
see if I find the video. I had it up here. He has a great song. It goes, "Good Lord, Rodney, what was that?" I'm like,
Yeah, so, like, it took me a while to figure it out, but, like, he's a character actor. And so he made this character, and he talked about it on his live stream. He basically said, I don't know if I can find the live. But, like, he made a live about stuff, and he was, like, talking about how he wanted to, like, make a character that kind of reminded him of, like, I guess his grandfather, who was, like, drunk or whatever. Or, I mean, he had, like, he wanted to make a character that, like, when you listen to him talk, you, like, there's nothing, like, you're just not quite sure what's going on. Like, there's something wrong, but it's not so wrong that it's, like, anything to, like, call attention to. You're just, like, not sure exactly what's wrong with the character. He didn't want to make, and I think he mentioned, like, there's a character from that was, like, on an old TV show, like in the 60s or something like that. That was, like, a variety show, like, you know, basically, like, you know, a skit show, and stuff like that. And basically how, like, he's made multiple copies of the video sometimes, and or he's done them twice. But where's the one? That was like, he basically said one is like, you know, oh, is this it?
Hello and welcome to today. I take this opportunity to say that if you see in this video, it means that you're still alive, and so you can still, you know, do stuff. So you should just, you know, take a minute and just go, okay. There's a lot of craziness going on in my life, but I can deal with it, 'cause I'm still here. I got nothing else to do except deal with stuff, so I'm just gonna deal with it. Okay, so have a super awesome day. Bye.
He, like, ends all of his videos that way. It's like, okay, so have a super awesome day. Okay, bye. Like, it's like such a great character he's gotten built. Like, this guy, like, you know, he's lived his life for sure, and he's, like, not slowing down. Like, he's into his old age, and he's still doing stuff. That's pretty inspirational. And that he's, like, built this character that if you didn't know any better, because most people, obviously, the whole idea of making content is they're not supposed to know who you are. You know, they don't have to. I mean, they might want to, but they don't have to. They can enjoy the content for what it is. And the great thing about his content is that it's entertaining and it's also inspirational. And that's kind of great because it's like he does a character that's like really unique, and if you watch it, you would have no idea that it's a character. And then if you like it's just great. Like it gets a little repetitive, of course, because he just, you know, kind of does the same kind of stuff.
So it's, you know, crazy stuff's going on, and
Yeah, I think this is his best one. I mean, it's the one with the most views, 273K.
getting down on themselves, and you know, they don't have as much money, and they don't have, you know, seem like things aren't going so good and stuff, and so I just want to let you know that you know, you're nothing special. Yeah, we're all just sort of stammering around going, what the hell is all this about? And we want to, you know, curse and throw things and get mad, and we're confused and scared, and I just want you to know you're not alone. We're all doing the same thing. So, you know, you're nothing special. So you might just get over it and just, you know, eat some cookies and just be happy anyway, you know, because there's probably this like angry mean force that's like trying to make all of us mad and scared and everything. And so if you just say, well, I'm not gonna be scared and angry and mad and stuff, and I'm just gonna be happy anyway. I mean, you know, I'm not the one. I'm not hurting anybody, and so I'm just gonna be happy. So put on your happy face. Put on a happy face. Just smile at yourself, and then you might want to use a mirror. It helps better. Smile at yourself if you're in a mirror. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, things are stupid. Whatever. Just, you know, go, well, okay, well, that's it. And then just go find something to make yourself happy anyway. You know? Like, you know, go watch people play an accordion. That, you're like, I don't want to, that doesn't seem interesting. It's actually there's some pretty good accordion players out there. That's what I'm saying. Expand your horizons. Go do something. Go find some new stuff to do. You know? That's it. That's you know, just do stuff and just be happy anyway. Bye.
was pretty cool. You know, I would have never found that out if I didn't try to type in accordion. You see? Is that guy even wearing a shirt? I think he is. Yeah, so he put two songs together. So he was putting Dragon God in there. Which is like, I'm pretty sure that's not in the other track, right? Yeah, so you no, actually no. That is yeah, Dragon Knight. That's a different track. Yeah, okay. So he wasn't making an arrangement. Oop. Oh. Okay, yeah. Ryu no Kishi. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. But I think yeah, some people do never take action, and nobody can ever say that about me. Nobody can ever say that I am a coward. No one can ever say that I didn't try. And I'm still trying. I'm still alive. I could live another 35 years and still have time. Right? So it's, it's not the end yet. I think it's just sometimes we get so stuck in our feelings of the moment and we kind of just, the future is uncertain. There's a lot of stuff that it's not happened yet and we don't know what's going to happen. So, it's like sometimes we get stuck in the moment and we feel like nothing's like we get the idea in our head about what a situation is or what things are going to be, and then we live our lives and we realize it wasn't as bad as what we thought it was. And so we kind of have to trust that and have faith. And in my opinion, that's what faith truly is. It's knowing that, like, hey, like, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I know from past experience that it's probably not going to be as bad as I think it is. Anyway, I'm going to call it. I'm kind of tired. I've been live for like 3 hours. I didn't even realize. We learned a couple things. I don't know. I sometimes play random games. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 2 off stream. I think that, like, that's a very involved Dungeons and Dragons style game. So I need games that I play off stream. This and Final Fantasy 11 are games that I pretty much play off stream. And like Baldur's Gate 2, everyone's playing Baldur's Gate 3 now. I need Baldur's Gate 1, but it wasn't. See, it was on Amazon Games for free. But they didn't have Baldur's Gate 1. And I'm like, okay, I wanted to play Baldur's Gate 1. Like, whatever. It's pissing me off. I'll get it next time. And I might even play it before I play Baldur's. I mean, you don't have to, apparently, but apparently a lot of the storyline makes more sense if you play the first one, obviously. So I might just hold off on this one until I play Baldur's Gate 1. And there's like multiple stories in the D&D style game. It's Dungeons and Dragons. Like Baldur's Gate is from Dungeons and Dragons lore. So I really want to give it a go. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Like, apparently you don't need to know the storyline to enjoy the game, but I'm kind of a completionist. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna see you next time. Bye-bye.